Hey, so I know it's been forever and a day since I've released a video, and I realize that I generally keep to music on my channel. I recently went to a foot doctor, and what he told me is he won't perform surgery on my ankle all unless I quit smoking cigarettes. And what he said was he won't do it unless I haven't smoked for 8 weeks. And then he had me make an appointment for 8 weeks from the day he told me to do that. Um, that's kind of like an impossible time frame to make anything happen in. So I tried nicotine replacement therapy and I tried cold turkey, and none of it worked. So when I was in Delaware visiting a friend, I went into a tobacco shop and I picked up an electronic cigarette. It was made by some company named Voodoo. I don't know. I never see any reviews for it, and it goes up to 50 watts. And it was getting me through my days, but it's just kind of iffy. And I also didn't like the fact that it had a built-in battery. It's just going to eventually die and become a piece of trash, which is part of the problem with a built-in battery in anything. So what I did was I went and bought for about the same price at a local vape shop the Reuleaux RX2-3 or 2/3, and I have to tell you, this thing is absolutely amazing. This is the first uh, e-cig or vaporizer I've ever used that really truly worked for me. Um, I'm running it with two 18650 batteries. Um, at some point, I'd like to get a third battery, and what I have is the Aspire Cleto tank on top of it, and that thing is fantastic. Um, so here's my thing with getting off of cigarettes. It's never just this. The withdrawal is the most heinous thing in the world. You suffer through these insane panic attacks, and you have anxiety, and it's just the most miserable feeling in the world. Um, and for years, I have tried to use electronic cigarettes, and I never lasted a week. And part of it was these tanks and cardomizers and atomizers. Within like a day of use, I kept getting this burnt flavor. Um, so far, I'm going really strong on the Aspire Cleto. The vapor production is good. It's working well for me, and oddly enough, I am using 6 milligram liquid, and that's working perfectly fine for me. And I think that's due because I'm using a sub-ohm tank here. Um, but the big thing that is really changing it for me, and either people aren't too familiar with it, or they are and they just aren't talking about it much, is this stuff. This CBD liquid. I know that's backwards, but that is koi. And basically, because I live in Pennsylvania, it's extracted from industrial hemp, and what that is being used for is uh, stopping seizures and helping with anxiety and all these other ailments. But the fantastic thing about it is if you're ever trying to get off of cigarettes, you're going to find it's expensive, but it like wipes out the withdrawal. And I have never had an easier first week of trying to quit smoking. Um, so I'm gonna keep on using this, keep on trucking, and I am really enjoying life, I have to tell you. I say I don't know if I'm gonna can't say I'm gonna turn into one of these electronic cigarette reviewers. I'm not made of money, and no one is sending me free samples. So uh, I'll at least give this update. So, no fancy music, no credits, no end credits. I just really, really like the Reuleaux RX2 slash 3 and this Aspire Cleto with both the koi juice and some form of e-liquid with a low nicotine milligram level. Around 6 milligrams, and I've used 3 milligrams. If I go up to 12 milligrams, it's just way too much for me, which is fantastic. I don't want a heavy nicotine level. That's all.